Supreme.
Outlander approaching. Is that the savior? Wanna come in, savior?
So should we go for Aaron first? Actually, we can go
Welcome to
here.
Chainscrape, savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Nice, man. Wow.
George. Petra? Aloy.
Petra.
What are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump. It's nice to see you too. And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place. Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage. No, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland? You've heard of him. Yeah. But he's a story best told over a cold beer. Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west. Oh. There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving. Ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on. Petra. But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice. Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Yeah, I agree. I cannot agree more with you, LA. She's her girlfriend. I don't know.
Do I have to say it every time? Every time.
Supposed to work with a hammer and
Here, my lady. You have found.
This is your stash. Okay.
Blows that whistle, no one's working it.
Whoa!
Okay, I see. It automatically put the stuff in a stash. Sweet, mate. Hey, Kaha, what up, dude? Indeed, man. The game is fucking amazing. Okay, workbench is free. Yes, I need it. Let me upgrade my bow first. Okay, let's upgrade this. We could upgrade this bow first. Yes. New weapon ability, acid hunter arrows. Okay, this is what we need for these monsters. I can get a second upgrade? Why not? 5 hours it's been now since I started. Holy shit. Let's upgrade this one as well. I've been collecting materials for. And once again, ooh, juicy. Sweet. So I need a braided wire. And for this one, I need as well braided wire and a bar of sound shell. Yeah, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do everything. Just slowly. I'm not in a rush. Outfit. Oh, we can upgrade the outfit now. Nice. I don't remember. Duan, we couldn't upgrade the outfit in the first one, right? Great job to help. Oh, wait, you've been saying what? Ah, I see. Can I do more jobs? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Fine stuff. Okay, yeah, thank you, yeah. Yeah, we couldn't upgrade it. Yeah, remember that we couldn't upgrade. This is nice, actually. This is quite nice. Yeah, this is nice improvement. I actually like this. So this is quite nice, though. Yeah, we just could change the armors. Let's create a job as well here. Thank you for this one, Duan. Oh, it's gonna be super useful tip. Create a job as well. I'm gonna create a job for everything, seems like to me. Okay, wild meat. Seize! What up, dude? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you've been good. And we can upgrade this one. But no. Oh, wait. We can upgrade something. We must be able to upgrade something. There we go. So, okay, let's create a job for everything. I have a bunch of shit, but that's fine. I want to upgrade the stuff. It's crafted. We're gonna have a few more. Okay, 3 more at least. Man, this is better than the first one, sees. The graphics are stunning, dude. Like, the game itself, the face expressions, the everything, it's just crazy, dude. Like, I don't know, like, super good. Like a 12 out of 10, though. 12 out of 10. And ammo decided, okay, acid damage is now available to inventory, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I understand that, yeah, the guy mentioned me already in the cutscene. So the details, the lightning, the everything, that's just crazy. So okay, let me see right now. So if I get here to the inventory, the ammo here, resources here and there. I'm not sure what I can sell and what should I sell, what should I not. But might you know, Dawn? Strike, special skills, quest. Yeah. Okay, jobs. This is what we get all these jobs. Track down. Frost Hunter both level 3, level 1 Hunter Arrow Quiller. We're gonna get that one first. Errands, main, notebook. Wait, probably this is the Petra? Yeah, Petra. Osaramtinka. Yeah. Whoa.
Or couldn't finish. I told him. I didn't want it.
I didn't want to talk to you, dude, but it's fine. Can I even talk to this dude?
Finally.
Awesome worker.
join in the fun?
Drunk? I'm drunk.
About time the car jumped right into some real machine hunters.
So I cannot speak to him. Huh? Can I? Seems like I cannot.
You think that
That's fine.
good on me?
Together yet again.
I just want to get this stuff, that's the thing. But yeah, I know I should focus on the main stuff. This is a side quest, right? If I'm not mistaken. Righty.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
This is the
Thanks,
side
Mother.
quest guy.
I'll keep an eye out.
So
This is the
that's
side
what
quest.
gratitude sounds like,
Great.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
if you say so.
This is the goddamn side quest, guys. You gonna do the errands?
Bitter leaf? Just need to hunt for
But
some wild
look.
meat and grab a metal panel from a scrounger pile.
Alright, yeah. He's a good guy. Let's help him.
Not like the stuff we used.
We're gonna have a lot of stuff to do in the game. Did you please help? Kristen.
Aloy,
It's a Tanakh
change your
game.
mind about that brew?
Play Machine Strike? What? What the heck is this? Nothing. I don't remember seeing any sort of game though.
You come to take my order?
Talk to Petra? Where the heck was Petra? Wait, there she
Time
is.
for that beer after all, eh?
I'll play it.
Here, sit down.
I'll play it. Let me just
Got a
finish this.
pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
Fire and spit? Huh? Okay.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Yeah. I don't
Take
know,
your
dude.
pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah,
Lol,
listen
dude.
to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
Weapons off the table, and the dude immediately put it down there. I'm not gonna have any
So the
trouble.
bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Olvind was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Ah, damn Karja slavers.
I like how the other
Thought you'd be
interact in
back
their
and freed.
conversation.
Well, After the big battle at Meridian, I went back.
So they
But
passively
realized it
just
was running
listening.
Smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Olvend.
Around here, everything's about Olvend.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is,
Wow.
all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
Interesting.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvend?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvend has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not so
yeah,
surprised.
I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Flame hair? Okay, that explains fire and speed, Duan. Let's see what is this game.
To revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it.
Wait, I
I'll
did
go
turn off
easy
my
on
camera
you.
again.
You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West.
I'm reporting this game.
Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
What the hell is this about? Okay, beginner tutorial. So let's see what are we doing here. Salma, difficulty beginner. I don't understand what the hell is this, but yeah. Wow, I have some nice game. Beginner set, okay. Let's start.
All right,
Let's see what is this.
let's start off simple. The Tanakhs like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy.
Okay.
We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine.
Okay.
And each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Okay.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are,
This is nice detail.
the
Very
distance they can
nice
strike
detail.
from, and of course, their health.
This is really nice, actually. She's
I mean,
speaking
that's
and
enough for now.
point
Let's
you
just
to the
play.
stuff. This is
I'll
actually
explain
quite
the
nice
rest as we
beginner
go.
thing.
I own the board,
Like a
so
tutorial.
I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
Yeah, I understand that thing. So interesting that it can go, because it go 2 places, so you can move it also this way. But interesting. But it's just showing that you can basically move it like this. But you see, you can move it even here. You can move it even here. Yeah, let's just put it here.
Easy enough, huh? Now, You get to move 2 machines each round.
Even you
So
can
go ahead and
understand.
pick a second machine.
Okay. Why you want me to put it there? I don't want to put it there. I want to put it here. Fuck you.
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
Okay.
We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right
I
first.
cannot.
Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines.
And then you eat it, right? Man, this is
When
dumb.
performing an
but
attack,
yeah.
you'll
Oh
be
wait.
testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine
Remind me
is
on a
standing
chess
on
somehow.
and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power.
Okay, interesting.
And your current machine has 2 points of attack power.
Yo.
So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2
Yo.
points.
Yeah, that's fine. That's normal.
Since
Yeah.
my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference
gonna
in
destroy
combat
it,
power
actually.
between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine.
And your machine has
Did you get all that?
yeah. Attack. Yes.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine.
Yeah, that's fine. Think we did it. Wait. Attack.
Not pulling any punches.
Ah, okay.
Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your
Okay.
machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further.
Ah,
Try it
sweet.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack
It's gonna be fun
after a
actually to play
sprint,
this
but
game.
it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion.
Aha,
Let's try
okay.
doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it.
Okie dokie.
Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where your armor is thickest.
Ah,
Hit 'em
okay.
there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now let that machine have it. Off the board
Right,
she goes, and
yep.
there's your
Interesting.
first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece.
Why there?
You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece.
Yeah, easy game.
But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean.
Okay. Wait.
Ain't that a thrill?
Ah, fine, fair enough.
Because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth.
Uh-huh.
Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're going to receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's
Interesting
why
game.
Sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means You're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it?
Very nice
Just
explanation.
remember to always check
Very
for the
nice
best terrain to attack
explanation.
from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Okay, we'll finish the tutorial. So we can go for this one, or we can actually just Aloy get a bit chubby in this game, right? Yeah. So we can actually do this, or we can. Shall we do this? What do you say, guys? Shall we go for a one game and then continue on, or perhaps shall we leave it for later or something like that? Yeah, but at least since they have emotions on their faces, face expression is something. Play the Gwen, dude. Yeah, I never played the Gwen in Witcher. Let's do it. Yes.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about
Cool.
this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah.
Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent.
I know, right?
Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machine.
Good.
Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the
Free.
sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value
Plus
of
one?
1
Yeah.
point. Add those together and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play.
Yeah.
So
Math,
my
bro.
combat power is 0.
Yeah,
This
2
means
plus 1
your
equals
machine can
3.
do 3 points of damage.
Right.
Test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense.
Okay,
It
it's
can
a
also
nice
help
strategy
defend your
game,
machine
actually.
from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine.
Then you have advantage. No. See? I
Since your
just
machine is attacking, it's standing on grassland terrain.
yeah,
This
and
terrain
0.
has a value
So
of
I'm in a
0.
disadvantage at the moment.
This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they
Oh.
have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it,
Yeah.
which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power,
Yep.
you can
2
still
defense
choose
and 2
to
attack.
and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens.
Okay, let's attack.
See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards.
Okay, this
Sure,
is
both our
interesting.
machines will receive 1 point of
It'll be
damage.
fun.
But knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's
Oh,
defenses is a
wow.
great way
This
to
is
deal
actually
damage to several
great
pieces at
game.
once.
Mini game.
Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you.
Okay, end my turn. Yeah.
All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are two other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those.
Ah.
But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn.
I don't know who's creator of this,
Here,
but
let me
this
show
is
you.
pretty
Grab that
nice
machine
though.
on your left.
Okay. And place it here, right?
See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well,
Can I
I
move?
think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Let's see.
Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards.
I don't know where they got idea for this sort of game.
See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the
Alrighty.
board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine.
Dude,
When
they
it
can go everywhere.
attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
So that's it, huh? No, it's getting messy in my head. What's getting messy right now?
This is gonna be fun.
So open grocery artery, not this one. Yo, what's gonna help me this? Struggle is real. Okay, I know she said all of that. Give me a sec. So we get select, and okay, don't tell me where to move. That's good. Let's put it here. Okay, so I cannot move it anyway. Okay,
My
fine.
turn.
Okay, she can jump with this one as far as possible. So now
You're
it's my
up,
turn.
Red.
No. Doesn't matter. I wanted to go here, but that's fine. Oh, that's overcharge. I want to rotate. Eh? Rotate? Ah, yeah. That's what I want. And now... Sprint? Rotate? Yes. Enter.
I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
So she has a 0 defense on this one, but 4 HP, and I wish I was on here, but I'm not. What I can do... is this one. But now she can hit me from the side. I don't know what happens if she hit me from the side. I cannot move it there. Here.
Time
Let's
to
see.
make my move.
Oh, really?
Not looking good for you, Red.
We'll win but tomorrow, mate. So now I cannot, of course, move up there. Wait. Rotate. That's fine. And I can move it further. Okay, now I can rotate this and then turn.
Time to get serious.
Really?
That's it for me.
Okay, this is now getting messy. Not gonna lie, this is getting messy right now because she attacks me and she always jump back with the one because she was on a higher ground right now. Now I'm at a higher ground, and what now? Hit it from the back. Hit what from the back? I cannot hit. Yeah, I can go now here and hit her.
Knocked right off the board.
And now I can sprint here. And then turn, let's see.
Let's see.
No way!
You up for a rematch?
Oh, hey, dude! Fuck! Outplayed, outgunned, dude. You bitch, you no, not living until I beat your fucking ass, though. Fucking hell. I totally forgot she can get on a higher ground and attack me, and fuck you. Okay, fine. We good, we good, we good. I don't know, man. Okay, I said okay, fine. Let's actually... Let's see now.
Your move, Red.
Yes! Now we're speaking. And
You got me down
Bye.
to one piece. I am
Ha.
impressed.
come at me, bro. What are you gonna do now, huh?
Time to make my move.
Where the fuck you think you going? Can you please tell me that? Huh? Huh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then we overcharge. Can I attack one yes.
You got me. Fair and square.
That's what I'm talking about. She shouldn't mess with me. Okay, let's go.
Come back
We're gonna get back.
anytime, Ray.
It's gonna be fun to play this. But she shouldn't mess with me. We got it. Dab dab. Okay, so let's move on.